Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, your YouTube, sign off and imitate never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious. I'm gonna go over Raw this week. Was in Columbus, Ohio. Now, unfortunately, downside on being in Columbus, Ohio, there was no little Miss Bliss moment. Which is a damn shame. It's hometown girl would have been perfect. But before we get into that, a couple things need to address. First and foremost, the news came official last week, Tuesday night, literally minutes before NXT started last week. Folks, after years of work, and I said at the beginning of the year, a lot of things are coming moving forward, Vicious Rants is finally got its own line of merchandise. We are now officially part of the What a Maneuver family. Make sure you guys check them out, whatamaneuver.net. Click the want one of these shirts. Details are down below. It's not just shirts, they got t-shirts, tanks, hoodies, long sleeves, women's crew, and V-necks, even onesies for the little ones. Because honestly, walking around saying, want to show off that you're often imitated and never duplicated. There you go. Also, big news that happened last week as well. This one's a hard pill to swallow. Cesaro's not with the company no more. Like about 11 years with the company, and then he's not there now. And it's not that he left on bad terms, because apparently, according to the rumor mills, and take the rumors with a grain of salt, but apparently they couldn't come to an agreement on his contract, on a new contract, which, okay, I can understand, because the guy is uber talent. There's no denying that. He's got the fucking looks. He looks like a fucking Greek god. He can work his ass off. He's a good looking dude. I mean, anyone remember when a couple of years ago when he would come out looking like James Bond and then rip the suit off? Well, he fucking taught himself how to do that. So the man can learn. But yeah, they couldn't come to an agreement on contract, and it was a nice, well, unfortunately, if we can't come to an agreement, it's okay, no harm, no ill will, kind of deal. Which now I can understand. Business is business, because at the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for you in business, not just what others want best for you. But a lot of people are saying they want him to jump ship now that his contract's free. They want to see him go right to AEW this coming Wednesday. Oh my God, what a surprise. No. I don't want that one bit, because, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but AEW has had more big shocking debuts within the past year and a half than I can fucking count with 10 fingers and 10 toes. It's just, it's to the point to where it's now like exhaustion. It's like getting a new shiny toy for like 2 weeks. Like every 2 weeks you get a new shiny toy. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, this thing, so it's da-da-da-da-da. Okay, what's the next one? Huh? But, yeah. Cesaro, Claudio Castagnoli, personally, as far as if he was going to be on a television promotion, I'd like to see him on Impact. Because, and I know some people might think that's a step down compared to like WWE or even AEW, and think what you will. But, you look at the talent roster that Impact has, man, that just sounds like some real damn good matches. Claudio Castagnoli versus Moose. Claudio versus Eddie Edwards. Rich Swann, Willie Mack. You know, fuck, they're doing deals with New Japan again. What's to say we wouldn't get Claudio Castagnoli versus Jay White or even Tama Tonga at some point down the road? I'm just saying. Personally, I would like him if he's going to be on a television if he's going to be in a television promotion. I think that one would work best for him. But that's me personally. So now that we're done talking about that, let's switch gears. Talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind and the big highlights from last week's SmackDown. Well, it started out Michael Cole in the ring. It's the Fallout show to Elimination Chamber, which trying to wash that out of my head. He introduces Ronda Rousey. Ronda comes down, talks about on how Ronda, it's good to have you back in WWE, this, that, and the other. How you feeling after your match? And she's talking about on how she's okay, she's excited, she just wants to get to WrestleMania and kick Charlotte Flair's ass so she could become the SmackDown Women's Champion. And then Charlotte comes out, oh no, sweetie. Let's not forget, at Elimination Chamber, I beat you. And then Ronda basically saying, honey, you only beat me because I had one arm tied behind me. And I want you to think, if I did as much damage to you as I did with one hand, what do you think I'm going to do with two? They start squawking for a little bit, and then Sonya Deville comes from behind, attacks, and then, yeah. So then they announce later on in the show, Ronda Rousey's going to go against Sonya Deville this coming Friday, and personally, when it comes to the Ronda Rousey attraction bit, I'm more of a believer in the idea of less is more with her. Don't overexpose her. Have her be like, excuse me, have her be an attraction piece. Much like in the same way like Brock Lesnar is. Brock Lesnar isn't on every day. He's not, is he talked about? Yes. But he's not on every day. He's not, otherwise, if he's on every day, then he loses the luster and the lure and the, oh my God! Dude, look, Brock Lesnar's on TV. If you do that with Ronda Rousey, you also run the same risk of, oh, it's Ronda, okay. Yeah, I'm just saying no. But yeah, other than that, other highlights. New Day had a rematch with Los Lotharios. New Day came out with Big E driving an ATV, Kofi riding back, and yeah, that's pretty interesting. I guess that's because they're launching a new toy with Big E driving one, I guess. See, they also announced the Usos are going to be having a match, I believe this coming Friday, with the Raiders for the SmackDown tag titles. As well as Sami Zayn wound up having a celebration ceremony for winning his Intercontinental Championship, and then said if anyone is interested, all they have to do is step forward. Johnny Knoxville came out and said, I'll take that challenge. Sami laughed at him, and then they started to go at it. Johnny took a shot at him, and then Sami beat the shit out of him. Personally, I'm cool with Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. And attraction piece. I'm not always a big fan of celebrities, but if you use it in the right way, if you use them in the right way. Not in the case of Johnny Knoxville, he's a fucking human walking, talking punching bag. Why not have him just do that? You got a fan base behind him. That's obviously within my age bracket. So, yeah. Sasha Banks had a match against Shotzi, which, whew, that was a heart pill-inducing moment. And, yeah, sorry, I feel the brain dusters already. Naomi was ringside doing commentary. After the match, Sasha won. Sasha won, then wound up saying Naomi came in saying she wanted Sasha as her tag partner to go against Zelina and Carmella for the women's tag titles. Okay. Other than that, the closing part of SmackDown was the official contract signing for Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, title versus title, champion unification, and they had all security lined up on the inside of the ring. Roman just sitting there nice and calm. Cowboy Brock comes out doing Cowboy Brock shit, and it's Paul saying, now these people aren't here to protect you. They're not here to protect Roman Reigns. They're here to protect you from Roman Reigns. Brock saying, you really think these guys could stop me from jumping over this table and kicking your ass? No, I could do that anytime I want. I'm going to do that. I'm going to beat your ass. But I'm going to do it on my time and I'm going to get paid for it. I like that. I like that what Brock did right there. That's business. That's business talk right there. I like that. He's showing that he's thinking like a prize fighter. He's not going to go and throw away a good fight for free. And then Roman, see, you don't get it. You don't get it, Brock. That's not your title. That's mine. You're just holding it from. All of this is mine. This table, mine. This title, mine. This microphone, mine. The commentators, mine. Even the security. And then they all circle Brock, which, well, I hope they all had their last rites read to them, because Numero Patria Fiat Spiritu Santi, they were slaughtered and tossed to Brock like sacrificial lambs. Brock beat the shit out of each and every last one of them. Even at one point, and I died laughing still watching this, Brock picked up one of the executive chairs that were used for the contract signing and just threw it at the dude like, whoa, like that. And then he picked up the table, and instead of breaking the table over someone, no, he just took the table like a giant fucking shield and smashed like 3 dudes at one time with it. Yeah. So with that said, now that we're done talking about SmackDown, let's get into this week's show. Raw, Columbus, Ohio. Like I said, no Alexa Bliss, not even one vague mention of her. Damn it. Moving forward, though, it starts off with the KO show with Kevin Owens coming out wearing a cowboy hat, sideways, like this, mocking Texas, and all I could think is, my God, this would be, if there was ever a time, I swear, to have somebody like JBL or even fucking Jim Ross on commentary, just either one of those guys, just because of the cowboy hat line, just because they both are tied to cowboy hats. And it's just, that would have been so fucking perfect for them to go and just start ripping them on that. Yeah. Anyways, KO comes out to introduce the KO show, but before he does, he wants us all to welcome his tag team partner for next week in the triple threat tag match, who he's going to win the tag champions with and then go on to WrestleMania. And more importantly, his best friend, Seth Elizabeth Rollins. Yeah, you can't convince me otherwise. His middle name's not Seth's middle name is not frickin', it's Elizabeth. Anyways, they come out, they're doing their little gloating and mocking and all. And then they welcome their guests, the Alpha Academy. And then they start mocking Gable for the way he says, thank you, thank you. And then the shoosh bit, and yeah, they start squabbling back and forth verbally, and then it ends with Owens giving Gable a stunner, and then they go to break. We come back, then we got the match. Seth and Owens versus the Alpha Academy. And Alpha Academy, they're leading at the start with Seth being the punching bag. KO winds up getting a hot tag in, cleans up, and then becomes the punching bag himself post-break. Seth winds up getting a hot tag in to close up the match. It was a decent enough match. I dug it. It was a good opener. Match came to the ending was fucking phenomenal. I thought it was way cool. Owens popped up Gable for a pop-up powerbomb. Seth was behind him, caught him, threw him for a buckle bomb, got up, got out of the corner. Then Owens stunner, Seth stomp, 1, 2, 3. That was it. Next up, we got Omos murdering T-bar. I don't even need to explain any more than that. Now we have women's trios matches. Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki A.S.H. And excuse me. Hold one moment. Yeah, Doc? Yeah, it's me again. I'm gonna need a refill on those pills. No, not the little blue ones. Not the heart ones. Alright, thanks. Sorry, had to make sure I had enough heart medication. Whew, good God, Becky Lynch in that getup. Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki A.S.H. going against Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair. And, well, as far as the match went, faces, they were leading at the start, into the break. Heels wound up leading post-break. This was actually probably, I'd say, this match had the most meat on the bone for the entire show. I'd probably say, I would dare say that. But heels, they were leading post-break, like I said, and Bianca wound up being the punching bag for a little bit, which honestly just I didn't like it because with her and Becky in the ring, it's just, again, like I said with Ronda, less is more. Don't let them two meet physically. I don't want the idea of seeing Becky and Bianca meeting physically in the ring until WrestleMania. Am I okay with pull-aparts? As long as they're not every week. Am I okay with verbal altercations? Of course. But no fucking matches. I don't want to see them doing tag matches with each other. Am I cool with seeing them do run-ins on each other doing different matches? Yes. But just, I don't want to see them two get physical and lock horns until WrestleMania. Just, yeah. Anyways, Bianca was the punching bag. Rhea Ripley got the hot tag in. They started cleaning up. The match came to an end at one point when Bianca got back in the ring, she wound up, Nikki was the legal one, but Becky came in to go and stop a pin and then started pulling on Bianca's hair. Next thing you know, Bianca grabbed it and wham! Whipped Becky all right here. Which, ow! That brought back some painful memories of doing some real stupid shit and then having to meet the business end of a belt. Ow! Yeah. After Becky got whipped, you could see and hear her walking up the entryway screaming and yelling, "You can't do this to me, I'm the champ, this, that, and the other." And she just basically walked off saying, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Which, given her character and the fact that she's the champ, it fucking makes sense. After she got done whipping Becky, Bianca then hit the KOD on Nikki, got the win. Yeah. Next up, we got Robert Roode going against Tommaso Ciampa. And this is because, like I said last week on NXT, Ciampa went against Ziggler. Roode wound up running interference and helped Ziggler get the win last week. So, excuse me. So this is basically the Payback's a Bitch match. And as far as this went, I dug it. I dug it. Ciampa, he was leading at the start. It had a nice back and forth action. And I will say this. I did not like the fact they changed Tommy Sports Entertainment's music. No, I did not like the fact they changed Tommaso Ciampa's music. It fucking sucks. I'd much rather hear No One Will Survive or Dead Silence and have Ciampa walk out in dead silence. I'd be fucking cool with either one of those. But no, I do not want that. I did not like it. But, yeah. Either way, the match came to an end when Ciampa wound up doing a roll-up on Roode. So, a fucking roll-up. A goddamn roll-up. Death to roll-ups. Wade, make a note. We gotta make a death to roll-up shirt. What do you mean? Just write it down on a piece of paper and hand it to me after the show. Ugh. Anyways, Ciampa wound up doing a roll-up and got the win. And then afterwards, Roode and Ziggler then proceeded to do a beatdown on Ciampa. So, yeah. Next up, we got mixed tag action. Dana Brooke, who wound up regaining the 24/7 title last week with her new friend but not a friend, Reggie, against Tamina and Akira Tozawa. And, well, this one was just kind of... I want to say this in a nice way, but I know I can't. Fuck it. This match was basically filler, folks. It was a let me up. It was a fucking filler match. It was, yeah. It came to an end when Reggie did like a running somersault onto Tozawa. 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, Dana jumped on top of Reggie and then pretty much looked like she jammed her tongue down his throat. And then Tozawa just looked at Tamina like, And she was just like, fuck it, fine. Kissed him and then walked off like, now you fucking done. And he just had this look like, what a woman. Like, dude, you gotta be careful with them Samoan girls, man. You know, they will get fucking tribal. Moving forward, next matchup we got the Mysterios, Rhea and Dominik, going against Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. And before the match, Rhea and Dom were cutting a promo about last week with Miz having his tag partner for their match at WrestleMania be Logan Paul. And like I said last week, I don't like the motherfucker one bit. I can't fucking stand Logan Paul one bit. No. But the business aspect of me, I'm smart enough to understand why they picked him. Because he gets eyeballs. He gets eyes put on him. I mean, he's... You look over what he has as far as with subscriber base, it's roughly about like 2 million something, I think. Compared to WWE, who's got like 8 million, I think, or so. That's a decent percentage. You know, I don't like him. And if it was me personally, I'd have to probably be convinced because of the business aspect as to why to bring him in. But either way, they're doing that, and then Miz jumps out talking about on how he is the most, what he deserves respect because of his accolades. Beat John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania. Two-time world champion. Two-time Triple Crown champion. 8-time Intercontinental Champion, actually brought the Intercontinental title back up to a prestigious type level at one point. Wound up marrying and nailing down a fucking Playboy model for a wife, literally. Wound up getting a Playboy model for a wife. So, you know what? You know what? I don't ever want to hear anyone say Miz didn't earn his shit. You know? Because you look at the shit he's got, like, holy fuck. Dude. That's like a guy going from working at Burger King to being a fucking CEO within, like, 10 years' time. So, yeah. Now that we're done talking about that, Rey and Dominik versus Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. Rey was the punching bag for a bit, then Dom got tagged in. It was another kind of ho-hum sort of match. But match came to an end when Miz came in, ran interference and distracted Dom and Rey. Rey ran off to chase after Miz. Dominik's in the ring looking like, what's going on? What the fuck was that? And then Dominik got rolled up. So, we've, within the course of roughly about an hour to maybe an hour and a half, we had 3 matches, 2 of which had fucking roll-up finish. Just, fuck, I hate roll-ups. Fucking hate roll-up finishes. Lazy fucking endings. Next up, we got Riddle and Orton going against the Street Profits. Keep myself composed. This was nice. This had some seriously nice, good back and forth action in it. I dug it. Randy wound up getting a hot tag. I wouldn't say so much. Randy got the hot tag post break, and it was a decent match. The ending looked like a little fucked up because how the match came to an end. Ford normally, like he always, went up, did the frog splash, but the way he landed on Randy, it looked like Randy got legit hurt because at one point it's 1, 2, you see Randy trying to put his foot out to reach the rope. His leg couldn't. Mad credit to Dawkins though, because fucking timing is everything. Dawkins right there, pushed the foot away. The play to it, saying that no, they did that to get the win. And Ford's face, the look on Ford's face, like, well, wait, what? We won? Like, okay. You know, like they weren't supposed to. So that's another indicator that told me that, okay, maybe this wasn't supposed to happen, and maybe this was legit, and maybe maybe Randy got hurt for real. Hoping he's not, and if he is, I'm hoping it's only short term and he doesn't get to miss WrestleMania. Because this is the worst time of year to ever get an injury. Because then you miss out on WrestleMania and yeah, it fucking sucks. So now we come to the last match of the night. Not the closing technically main event match of the night. Finn Balor versus Damian Priest for Damian's coveted United States Championship. And this, I gotta say, Priest, he was leading at the start. Finn wound up building up some momentum, started fighting back post-break. This was a damn good match. And you know, I fucking thoroughly enjoyed it. Especially with the fact that a week prior, like, not even last week, but the week before that, all them little dirt sheet jerk-offs were putting out news reports saying, oh, Creative gave up on Finn. Vince gave up on Finn. Creative has nothing for Finn. And then, all that week, that news story circulated. The following week, he comes out, accept Damian Priest's challenge. Week after that, he's in the fucking main event match of the show, getting a fucking title shot. What the fuck does that tell you about your dirt sheet jerk-off sources? Rotten bunch of fuckers. Damn good match. I thoroughly fucking enjoyed it. A lot of good back and forth action. Finn got the win doing the coup de grace, so you're a winner and new United States champion, Finn Balor. Afterwards, Priest got the mic. Yeah, you know what? These people carried you to that win. They cheered you on. They riled you up. I never got that. I never got those kind of accolades. So you know what? I am sick of this. They didn't want to go for me, so fine. And then he starts beating the shit out of Finn, tears him up, and then gives him a razor's edge onto the announce table. So now we come to the closing segment of the show. Edge comes out. Last week, Edge issued an open challenge because he wasn't on the WrestleMania card. He insists on being on the WrestleMania card because he needs it. So he threw out the challenge. Who wants to get famous? Test me. And then out comes Uncle Allen. AJ Styles comes on out. Challenge accepted. And then next thing you know, they start to go at it. They start swinging at each other. Edge gets it. And then Edge, boom, kick right to the Goonies. Catches AJ right in the phenomenal nuts. And, well, in all fairness though, Edge is known as the ultimate opportunist. And you're not the ultimate opportunist without taking one or two cheap shots. Afterwards, he just had this look on him like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. And then grabbed two chairs, started weighing, should he, shouldn't he? And then he did and gave AJ a one-man concerto. And that was it. End of scene. Fade to black. Stick a fork in it. The show is done. So, with that said, folks, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes when you can. Look for me on my Twitter at TimVicious. Also, thank you to my executive producer, Ollie Ray Ben, who did help provide the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check it out. It's out there on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, all that good shit. Details are down below. Also, thank you to contributor of the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. There are a little bit of fighting, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Also, folks, Friday night, 7 p.m. EST, Vicious Karaoke Party. It is the only singing hashtag game out there on the Twitter. And folks, don't forget to follow these cool-ass cats right on the Twitter. Kenny Killer, Diaz BM's Twitter, Ivy, Diabolica, R.A., Sergeant Curry Pants and Dubs in your face. And folks, like I always tell y'all, you love me great, you hate me. Fuck you.